Truly exciting to have you join us on this edition of the show. Our tech tip is on 4 ways you can back up your photos in the cloud. Our app of the week makes it easy to report any incident to the police. Do look out for our online security and giveaway segments. This is Tech Trend and I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.
Across the world, governments have recognized the role that information and communication technologies could play in socio-economic development. However, most developed and some developing countries are putting in place policies and plans designed to transform their economies into an information and knowledge economy. Ahead of the launch of Code Lagos initiative, the Lagos State government reveals plans to set up 500 coding centers in both public and private schools. The initiative is targeted at equipping at least 1 million Lagosians with the skills of computer programming, aimed at making the state the technology frontier in Africa. The Special Advisor to Governor Akinwumi Ambode on Education, Mr. Obafela Bankulemo, in his address, explains how the coding initiative fits into the plans of Lagos Smart City development.
This year, our target is that we will set up our first 300 schools in April, and by September 2017, we'll set up another 200 to hit our target of 500. If possible, exceed that. As you're very much aware, last year, His Excellency the Governor signed an MOU, an agreement with Dubai Smart City to create a smart city in Lagos. And for us, Code Lagos also fits into that. Lagos is a city of 23 million people. We are currently the 5th largest economy in Africa. Our target is that by 2020, according to the governor of Lagos State, we want to be the 3rd largest economy in Africa. For us to do that, it's critical that different sectors in our economy contribute effectively to that. And we're confident that the science and technology is a critical part of that, of us achieving that objective.
In order to provide equal access to knowledge for all Lagosians, regardless of their socio-economic status and location, the first phase of the initiative will be setting up 15 centers in low-income schools.
We're going to be setting up coding centers in all our public schools and private schools, both secondary and primary, our tertiary institutions, our public libraries, and also community centers. That's our plan. That's how we intend to get these centers out there. We're also going to have an online platform to this, where you can go online to learn how to code.
The registration and screening of facilitators for Code Lagos is ongoing, and at the end of the process, 1,500 facilitators will be selected and deployed to centers across the state. It's projected that in the year 2020, over 1 million computing jobs will be vacant in most developed countries. This is due to lack of appropriate preparation of future workforce. This is why students who learn to program early in life gain a deeper and more complete understanding of the logic and advanced thinking behind programming, whereby positioning them to get a job. British Chancellor of the Exchequer, Philip Hammond, says that cyber attacks are increasing as Queen Elizabeth formally opens a new National Cybersecurity Centre in London. The centre aims to reduce the cybersecurity risk to the UK. In a speech to mark the opening, Hammond warned that cyber attacks on British business were increasing in frequency, severity and sophistication.
The fact is that the greater connectivity that will enable the development of the digital economy is also a source of vulnerability, and those who want to exploit that vulnerability have not been idle. The cyber attacks that we're seeing are increasing in their frequency, their severity and their sophistication. In the first 3 months of its existence, the NCSC has already mobilised to respond to attacks on 188 occasions.
That's right, so we work very closely.
He adds that the centre will work with businesses to protect the country from attacks.
Centre will work hand in hand with industry to keep the UK safe. 65% of large businesses reported a cyber breach or a cyber attack in the past 12 months. That's 65% that became aware of such a breach or attack. Yet 9 out of 10 businesses don't even have an incident management plan in the event of a cyber breach. So business has to sharpen its approach as the scale of the threat from cyber increases and intensifies. Just as you'd expect a shop on the high street to fix its locks and its burglar alarms, so businesses operating digitally need to fix their online security. And this centre stands ready, willing and able to help them as they do that.
The Queen and her husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, toured the centre during their visit. The centre, which is the UK's authority on cybersecurity, became operational in October.
Kayla's not very security conscious.
The National Cybersecurity Centre is part of a £1.9 billion programme to boost Britain's cyber defences and forms part of the Intelligence and Security Organisation, GCHQ, the government communications headquarters. Belgium's federal police showcase how the use of drones can help document and ultimately understand traffic accidents occurring on highways. Spokesman for the Belgian Institute for Road Safety, which owns the drones and collaborates with the police, explained how the €12,000 worth aircraft allows faster measurements of accident scenes and subsequently of faster clearing of the roads, avoiding the risk of a pile-up.
The use of drones will allow to save time. It means that it will be possible to document accidents in a faster way. For instance, if it took 2 hours before to complete the documentation manually, today it will only take 1 hour, thanks to the use of this drone. It will also allow to be even more accurate with regards to measurements, which are not done on the spot, but based on pictures with computer. It's a win-win situation for both road safety and mobility, since it will be possible to clear lanes much faster and to avoid further accidents caused by queues formed after a first accident.
The pictures shot by the drones are then processed using photogrammetric tools, a technology enabling security forces to make measurements directly from the photographs. But the officers will still have to resort to traditional documenting techniques in situations where the use of drones is impossible, such as during bad weather conditions or inside tunnels. According to IBSR, 409 people died and 38,097 people got injured in traffic accidents in the first 9 months of 2016. The European Commission says that 26,100 people died on the roads of the European Union in 2015 against 64,000 in 1995 and 45,900 in 2005.